Life can change in an instant. One moment, you're cruising along, feeling on top of the world. The next, you're wondering who you even are anymore. Maybe you've lost a job, ended a relationship, or simply woken up one day feeling lost and unsure. Whatever the reason, you're here now searching for yourself again, and I'm here to tell you that's not just okay, it's the start of something incredible. You see, finding yourself isn't about discovering some hidden, perfect version of you. It's about remembering who you've always been at your core, beneath the layers of expectations, setbacks, and everyday struggles. It's about rekindling that inner fire that may have dimmed, but never truly went out. Think back to when you were a child. Remember that sense of wonder, that unshakable belief that anything was possible that's still inside you. It didn't vanish. It just got buried under years of reality and being practical. But practicality has its limits. Dreams are limitless. Now, I'm not saying you should quit your job tomorrow and run off to chase rainbows. What I am saying is you have untapped potential within you. You have strengths you've forgotten, passions you've neglected, and a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. Finding yourself again means reconnecting with those essential truths about who you are. Start by getting quiet. In our noisy world, we've lost the art of truly listening to ourselves. Find a few minutes each day to sit in silence. No phone, no TV, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. We're not used to that kind of stillness anymore, but push through. In that quiet, you'll start to hear the whispers of your true self again. Next, think about what lit you up as a kid. What made you lose track of time? What did you dream about becoming? Those early passions often hold clues to what truly fulfills us as adults. Maybe you loved to draw, but convinced yourself it wasn't practical. Or perhaps you were always the one friends came to for advice, but you never considered how that natural gift could shape your career. Revisit those old dreams. They might need updating, but the core of what excited you then can guide you now. Take stock of your values. What matters most to you? Not what should matter or what others tell you is important, but what resonates in your very soul. Is it creativity, helping others, adventure, financial security? There are no wrong answers here. Your values are uniquely yours, and they are signposts pointing you toward your authentic self. Now, here's a crucial step many people miss. Take action. Finding yourself isn't a purely mental exercise. You need to get out there and try things. Volunteer. Take a class. Start a side project. Travel somewhere new, even if it's just to the next town over. Every experience teaches you something about yourself. What you like, what you don't, what comes naturally, and what challenges you in good ways. As you explore, pay attention to how you feel. When do you feel most alive? When do you lose track of time because you're so engrossed in what you're doing? Those moments of flow are huge clues. They're your inner compass pointing you toward your true north. Remember, finding yourself is a process, not a destination. You're not trying to reach some perfect, finalized version of you. You're peeling back layers, rediscovering parts of yourself you'd forgotten, and allowing new aspects to emerge. It's okay if this takes time. It's okay if you try something and realize it's not for you. Each step, even the missteps, brings you closer to understanding who you truly are. Now let's talk about fear, because make no mistake, this journey will bring up fear. Fear of change, fear of failure, fear of what others might think. But here's the truth. Fear is just a sign that you're growing. It means you're pushing your boundaries and stepping into new territory. Embrace that fear. Thank it for trying to keep you safe, then gently set it aside and keep moving forward. As you reconnect with yourself, you might find that some people in your life aren't supportive. They might be comfortable with the old you and resist your changes. That's okay. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth, who celebrate your wins, and who pick you up when you stumble. Now, you will face setbacks. You'll have days where you feel like you're right back where you started. That's part of the process, too. Growth isn't linear. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and sometimes a few steps sideways for good measure. The key is to keep going. Every setback is a chance to learn something new about yourself. Now, I want you to think about something. Imagine you're 90 years old looking back on your life. What do you want to see? A life lived according to others' expectations, or a life where you had the courage to be truly, authentically you? A life of what ifs or a life of I'm glad I tried? You have the power to shape that future right now with every choice you make. Finding yourself again isn't just about you either. The world needs you to be you. Your unique combination of talents, experiences, and perspectives is exactly what someone out there needs. By being true to yourself, you give others permission to do the same. You become a light that helps others find their way. As you move forward on this journey, be kind to yourself. You wouldn't berate a friend who is trying to find their way, so don't do it to yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Every step counts, and the other is the ideal. Remember, too, that finding yourself isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to your true essence and then building upon that foundation. You're not starting from scratch. You're rediscovering the amazing person you've always been and allowing them to fully shine. One powerful way to reconnect with yourself was through service to others. When we get too caught up in our own heads, helping someone else can provide clarity and perspective. It reminds us of our capacity for kindness and the impact we can have on the world. Look for ways to contribute, no matter how small. Sometimes the act of lifting others up is exactly what we need to find our own footing. As you continue on this path, pay attention to your self-talk. The voice in your head can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Start catching those negative thoughts and reframing them. Instead of "I'm too old to start over," try a valuable life experience to bring to new endeavors. Instead of "I'm not good enough," say "I'm learning and growing every day." Your words shape your reality, so choose them wisely. Another powerful tool in finding yourself is forgiveness. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Forgive others who may have knocked you off course. Holding on to resentment and regret only weighs you down. Let it go. You can't change the past, but you can shape your future. Every day is a new chance to align your life with who you truly are. Now, let's talk about passion. Finding your passion isn't about discovering one magical thing that will make your life perfect. It's about pursuing what interests you with enthusiasm and an open mind. Your passions can change and evolve over time, and that's okay. The key is to stay curious and keep exploring. Try new things, read widely, talk to people with different experiences. The more you engage with the world, the more likely you are to stumble upon what truly lights you up. As you reconnect with yourself, you might find that your definition of success changes. Society often pushes a one-size-fits-all version of success: money, status, possessions. But true success is deeply personal. It might mean having a job that allows you to spend more time with family. It might mean creating art that touches people's hearts. It might mean living simply and in harmony with nature. Define success on your own terms, and don't be afraid to reevaluate that definition as you grow. Remember, too, that finding yourself doesn't mean you have to go it alone. Seek out mentors, join supportive communities, or consider working with a coach or therapist. Sometimes an outside perspective can help us see ourselves more clearly. For Nizer, there's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength and self-awareness. As you move forward, start setting goals that align with your rediscovered sense of self. These don't have to be huge, life-changing goals, although they can be. Start small. Maybe it's reading one book a month on a topic that fascinates you, or trying a new recipe each week if you're reconnecting with your love of cooking. Small, consistent actions add up to big changes over time. One often overlooked aspect of finding yourself is taking care of your physical health. Our minds and bodies are intimately connected. When we neglect our physical well-being, it's harder to connect with our true selves. Make time for exercise, even if it's just a daily walk. Eat nourishing foods, get enough sleep. These basic self-care practices create a strong foundation for personal growth. As you continue on this journey, be prepared for resistance, both from others and from within yourself. Change can be uncomfortable, and your brain is wired to seek comfort and familiarity. Push through that discomfort. On the other side is growth, fulfillment, and a life that truly resonates with who you are. Remember, finding yourself again isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming more you. Embrace your quirks, your so-called flaws, your unique way of seeing the world. These are not things to be fixed. They're what make you you. The world doesn't need another cookie-cutter person trying to fit in. It needs you in all your authentic, imperfect glory. As you reconnect with your true self, you might find that your priorities shift. Things that once seemed crucial might lose their importance, while new values take center stage. Trust this process. It's a sign that you're aligning more closely with your authentic self. One powerful practice in finding yourself is keeping a journal. Write down your thoughts, your dreams, your fears, your observations about life. Over time, patterns will emerge. You'll start to see recurring themes, desires, and values that can guide you forward. Don't worry about perfect prose. This is for your eyes only. Let your thoughts flow freely onto the page. Remember, finding yourself isn't about reaching some final, unchanging state. You are a dynamic, ever-evolving being. The person you are today is not who you'll be in 5 years, and that's beautiful. Embrace the journey of constant growth and self-discovery. As you move forward, be open to surprises. You might discover talents you never knew you had, or find joy in pursuits you'd never considered before. Stay curious. Try things that are outside your comfort zone. Sometimes we find our truest selves in the most unexpected places. One crucial aspect of finding yourself is learning to trust your intuition. We all have an inner voice, a gut feeling that tries to guide us. But over the years, we often learn to ignore it in favor of logic or others' opinions. Start listening to that inner voice again and be quiet at first, but the more you tune in, the stronger it will become. As you reconnect with yourself, you might find that you need to set better boundaries. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your values or that drain your energy. It's okay to prioritize your own growth and well-being. In fact, it's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup, as they say. By taking care of yourself and honoring your own needs, you'll actually be better equipped to show up fully in your relationships and responsibilities. Remember, finding yourself again isn't about becoming someone entirely new. It's about peeling back the layers of expectation, fear, and societal pressure to reveal the amazing person you've always been underneath. It's about reconnecting with your core values, rediscovering forgotten passions, and allowing yourself to grow in new directions. As you continue on this journey, be patient with yourself. Real lasting change takes time. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt. That's normal. The key is to keep moving forward, one small step at a time. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Every step in the direction of your true self is a victory worth acknowledging. Remember, too, that finding yourself isn't a solitary journey. While much of the work happens within, connecting with others can provide invaluable support, insight, and inspiration. Seek out people who uplift you, who challenge you to grow, and who celebrate your authentic self. These connections can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. As you move forward, stay open to the possibilities. Life has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. That random conversation, that book you picked up on a whim, that spontaneous decision to try something new. Any of these could be the key that unlocks a whole new understanding of yourself. Embrace the unexpected and see where it leads you. Finding yourself again is one of the most courageous and rewarding journeys you can undertake. It requires honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to challenge your own assumptions about who you are and what you're capable of. But the rewards are immeasurable. A life lived in alignment with your true self is a life of purpose, passion, and deep fulfillment. So as you stand at this crossroads, know this. The journey to find yourself again is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You have within you everything you need to rediscover your authentic self and create a life that truly resonates with who you are. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and most importantly, believe in yourself. The world is waiting for you to shine as only you can. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to take a step closer to your true self. Every choice, every action, every thought is a chance to align more closely with who you really are. You have the power to shape your life, to rewrite your story, to become the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. So take that first step, then another and another. The path to finding yourself again starts right here, right now. You've already begun just by recognizing the need for change. Now it's time to keep moving forward. Your true self is waiting to be rediscovered, ready to emerge stronger and more vibrant than ever before. The journey of finding yourself again is not just about personal fulfillment. It's about making your unique contribution to the world. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. You create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond your own. By finding yourself, you're not just changing your own story. You're playing a part in changing the world. So go forward with courage, with hope, and with the unshakable belief that you are worthy of living a life true to yourself. The journey of finding yourself again starts now. Embrace it with open arms, an open mind, and an open heart. Your authentic self is calling out. It's time to answer.